Hi, I'm Celeste, and I'm here to talk to you about the behavioral principle that behavior analysts arguably use most, which is positive reinforcement. So the cool thing about positive reinforcement is that you can break it down into its two words, positive and reinforcement, to figure out the definition. So for positive, after a behavior occurs, we're adding something to the environment, or you could also increase it in intensity. And for reinforcement, it means that in the future, under similar conditions, the behavior increases. So say, for example, you're teaching a learner imitation, and you say, do this, and then the learner claps. You could say, awesome, great clapping, and blow bubbles. And it's important to remember that in order to tell if the bubbles and the praise is working as positive reinforcement or not, we have to look at the data over time. So over time, if the behavior of imitation increases, we know that bubbles and praise are working as positive reinforcement for that learner. But if we look at our data and we say, oh no, his imitation is actually decreasing, then even if we think bubbles are super awesome, our learner might not. So we'll have to look at what else might function as positive reinforcement for the learner. And then another thing to consider for positive reinforcement is what type you'll use. So for a lot of our early learners, we might start out by using edibles because they're primary reinforcers. They're naturally reinforcing. So we might use like a chocolate chip after each response or a tenth of a cookie, whatever it may be. But we want to make sure that we're pairing those edibles with something that's going to occur more often in the future for the learner. For example, praise. So you deliver a chocolate chip and you say, awesome, great looking. And then in the future, after repeated pairings, the praise will function and be just as reinforcing as the edibles was. So you can fade out the edibles, which also helps you with any ethical concerns of using food as reinforcers. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples with my cat, assuming he cooperates. And for the first couple of tricks, they're master tricks. So for those, I just use praise and attention as reinforcers. And my cat is super social, so he loves it. And then for the last trick, spin, he's acquiring it. So for that, I'll use a treat. So let's see if he listens. Pocky, come! Good boy! Pocky, sit. Nice job! Fist bump. Whoa, you're so smart. Pocky, spin. Whoa, you did it! Great job, Pocky. Thanks, guys, and I'm looking forward to the conference.